Reading for Wildlife. Written and illustrated by Zella, a project by Zella and friends. An elephant for breakfast.
Chapter 7. The Nut. Freddie, Rose and Tom were very happy to arrive at the pink house just in time for breakfast. Not by chance. Their Aunt Lily made the greatest holiday breakfasts. She had grown up on a sheep farm in New Zealand. Aunt Lily was half Maori and half Piker. The Maori are the indigenous people of New Zealand, and the Piker are the settlers who came later. Aunt Lily sometimes said, "You children need a decent breakfast." Whenever she said this, Bella and Johnny would send the cousins a coded text message, "Lamb chop," to alert them to come to breakfast. Often she would make pancakes, fresh fruit and yoghurt. But occasionally, like this morning, it would be the full shearer's breakfast. This would include lamb chops, lamb's liver, sausages and grilled tomatoes. On the farm, this was what they had eaten when the shearers came. It sustained them through a long day in the smelly shearing shed. The children wolfed down this hearty feast, except the lamb's liver. Lucky had been waiting patiently under the table and occasionally growling quietly with anticipation. When they had finished eating, they slipped her some meaty treats. Then the children looked at each other. There was a moment of silent anticipation. "Whose turn is it to chop the chocolate?" asked Johnny. "It's my turn," said Rose. 3 massive chunks fell onto the table. As she chopped a 4th time, the knife struck something hard. It stopped. Rose tried again. She could not get the knife all the way through. She began breaking off smaller chunks. Slowly, piece by piece, the end of a white nut began to appear. As Rose broke more pieces off, she thought the nut looked strange. It did not seem to end and was getting wider, not smaller. Rose called to the others, "Come here, look at this strange nut." They all took turns to chop more chocolate. Soon they had a massive bowl of chocolate, but no end to the nut. "Look, it's the size of my hand," Tom said. They called Bella and Johnny's father, Uncle Crispin. Uncle Crispin was neither dark nor fair, but bronzed with golden curly hair. He had no idea what this hard white material was. He called his wife. "Lily, please come and give us your opinion." Aunt Lily looked at it. "It's not a nut that I've ever seen before." She was mystified. Uncle Crispin chopped more and more chocolate off, but still the strange nut had no end. It seemed to be getting bigger. After some time, a shape as long as their school rulers was sticking out. It curved slightly and was thin at one end and then much thicker at the other. "How long do you think it is?" asked Rose. "I don't know," said Aunt Lily. "If it's not a nut, what is it?" asked Bella. "I've no idea," said her father. Uncle Crispin then telephoned his brother Rupert, the father of Freddie, Rose and Tom. "You might want to pop in here on your way to work. There's something odd in this chocolate and I can't for the life of me work out what it could be." When father appeared at the door, they showed him the strange white thing smeared with chocolate, which was poking out of the chocolate block. Father's face paled. "Good Lord, Crispin, I think it's a tooth." Uncle Crispin laughed. "A tooth? Nothing has teeth that size, even in Africa. And the dinosaurs are extinct. Stop kidding, Rupert." Father didn't laugh. elephants have tusks. That looks like the end of a dirty ivory tusk sticking out of the chocolate. Now they had mentioned ivory, the cousins thought that was exactly what the nut looked like. Uncle Crispin picked up the great chocolate log and went to the kitchen. There he washed the chocolate off the tusk. He laid it back on the table. They all stood and looked at the creamy white protrusion again. They had not the slightest doubt that here was a great ivory tusk on the dining table of the pink house, and now only half encased in chocolate. After a few minutes, Uncle Crispin took his brother by the arm and walked away. He lowered his voice. "Rupert, this has very serious consequences for Cosmo. Trading ivory is illegal." "But Crispin, surely Cosmo wouldn't have anything to do with ivory exports, and he certainly wouldn't send it to our children," replied Father. "Perhaps the shipments got muddled and he sent our children the wrong box," suggested Uncle Crispin. "You just need to look at the label. It has to be Cosmo that sent it." "But Cosmo doesn't believe in that. He wouldn't allow elephants to be slaughtered," retorted Father, his voice rising slightly. "Rupert, we don't know that. People change. We've been gone a long time. Perhaps he does this to make money." "I don't believe it," said Father, dismayed at the thought. But Uncle Crispin had sown the seeds of doubt in his mind. Father looked at the box again. It had clearly been sent by Uncle Cosmo. He'd even thought to include their favourite tea and coffee, remembered Father. Rose went to her father. Looking up at him, she asked, "Is it very bad to export ivory?" "Yes," said Father, "and very illegal. It's been banned since 1989. There was an important convention to protect endangered species, and at this convention, many countries agreed to ban the export or import of ivory. Uncle Cosmo could go to prison for a very long time if he's caught trading ivory." "Can we help him?" asked Freddie. "Should we tell the police?" said Bella. "Or ask him if it's true," said Tom. "Or see if there are any more tusks in the rest of the chocolate," suggested Johnny. "And can we still eat the chocolate?" pleaded Rose.
With enormous thanks to Jane Horrocks. Here is how you can help. Share the story. Adopt an animal from afar. Visit when you can. Educate yourself. Donate to a conservation charity. To find out more about Reading for Wildlife, visit zellahunter.com or at Lady Zella Books, or follow the Reading for Wildlife YouTube channel.